Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Vinland Saga Season 2. Tonight, episode 20 of Vinland Saga Season 2. What did happen in the last episode? Let me just boom. This is the last episode, episode 19 up. Last episode was Snake getting all the farmers ready for combat against the Joms Vikings, which, I mean, went about as well as you might expect. Bro, wait, look at this shot. Thorgil, you can see his teeth through his scarred lip. That's the most insane little minor detail I've ever seen. That, like, there's a permanent little minor hole, you know, where he's, like, always got his mouth a little bit open because of that. That's actually wild. Okay, but to not get distracted, the Joms Vikings, I think 100 men strong versus the 300 to 400, I think it was 350 to 450-ish amount of men that the Ketil has rounded up. And it's really going poorly for the men that Ketil rounded up. They're all just basically getting rolled and smoked, right? Meanwhile, we have Arnheid with Thorfinn, with Leif Erikson, with Einar, who is getting carted out. I mean, she's still super wounded from Ketil just beating her to near death. But which is just so horrible. But at least they're leaving. Though that's the question is, are they actually gonna leave? Because it feels like they gotta just come back, you know? It's just what would bring them back? And are they even gonna come back then? I don't even know. So, you know, there's a big mystery going on in how that's gonna develop. But yeah, let me go beginning and let me just give this a little scroll all the way through so I make sure I'm not missing any big beats. They've pulled up, it's terrifying. They get rolled and smoked by the archers, they get rolled and smoked in person. Canute, oh yeah, so Canute is separated from the Joms Vikings just a little bit. And Thorgil's coming in with spec ops, swimming up, shirtless, armorless, with just a sword strapped to him. He's going to try to assassinate Canute. So maybe, I mean, Thorgil is such a threat, right? We've seen him take out a handful of the guards, you know, back when Olmar was getting tested by Canute, right? He's like the reason that Olmar and Ketil even managed to get out at all, right? You know, it's Canute we're talking about here, okay? And he's got the owl helmet on. That's got to give him like a +5 to perception. All right, like, I don't know if he'll be able to sneak up on him like this. And even if he does, like, hypothetically, Thorgil, let's say you get the kill shot, right? You ram your sword through his back. He's donezo. I mean, Floki, what, they're just going to give up? I mean, that's obviously a huge problem, but I feel like that's, I don't know, like, what does that accomplish? I mean, I guess you're taking out the closest thing to their leadership, and, like, that would cause massive upheaval politically for the entire, like, everyone, pretty much, that we know of. So, I mean, a lot would happen, but in this immediate conflict, like, at the end of the day, Floki it's Floki's Joms Vikings, and if Floki says keep it going, then it's going to keep going. But I guess at that point, would Floki even want to keep it going? I mean, it's a reasonable course of action, especially if we know that we're not going to win this fight, which, I mean, Thorgil knows. We're not going to win this fight. Like, why wouldn't you just try to assassinate the king? Okay, like, checkmate, right? Go for the king. I get that. Beautiful segment of Arnheid going out of this forest. A nice parallel to the scene earlier with Gardar, right, in the past episodes. The, like, wolf and elk, which is definitely Thorfinn and Einar, is so sick. It's so sick to see. That, like, even in this desolate forest, right, there is still something green here, you know? This is the Vinland. This little green bit, okay? This is the trail to the Vinland, all right? We follow that green till its end. That's what we're looking for. So yeah, she's determined to at least come back to them for the time. Hopefully she'll manage to stay in the land of the living. That would be very horrible if not. But we'll see. So yeah, the big things we need to be looking out for is Snake and his gang. Right? Any of them getting killed is going to be a big deal. I guess, you know, I've been in my head kind of keeping a mental watch out for Coin Guy that Canute had with him, but it might just be the Joms Vikings, you know. We'll see though. We'll see. That guy could come into importance again. And then so that's going on. Olmar, I think, is the other big piece right now. He's the biggest wild card because it's kind of a crazy thing where we've finally seen, like, he's not even attempting to be the person like that he thought he was supposed to be anymore, you know? Like the whole like he admits it here on this beach where he says, what does he say exactly? The whole like persona of violence that he's like feels like he needs to be because of his brother and because of just like, those expectations of being a man, right? Like I think here he fully resolves himself that it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, I can't do it, brother. I can't be like you, something like that. I can't be like you. Exactly. Exactly. But it's not even like it's the thing is it's like he can't be like you or like like Omar can't be like Thorgil, sure. But it's then like, Omar, what now do you want to be? Right? You're like this is the most fertile ground to keep an analogy with, Vinland. This is the most fertile ground for some new growth, right? A moment where all the masks you were holding on to, all the what you were trying to become disappears. It's like, okay, well, we're kind of in a situation where a lot is happening, so you got sides you can pick. You can make yourself out to be something else. Or you can just sit on the sand like, hey, you know what? Speak your truth, Olmar. I would not try to sneak in either. Okay? You think I'm gonna try to go assassinate the king? What? I run him through with my sword. The two guards look at me. All the Jans Vikings turn. What? Do you just go swim away? Like you're done. You're done. Like if you're Thorgil, maybe you can just shank him and then dip really fast and then just Olympian swim away. But like if I'm Olmar, even if I can make it there, I'm not gonna survive. But that's kind of even besides the point. But in that way, I would be curious if Olmar's gonna be able to come back, or like come somehow to Thorfinn and co. But like, what would he even do? He's just in this beach. Like his whims will carry him, whatever, or he'll just do nothing because he's guideless. Like that's the crazy thing. The opening shot of him like praying for repentance or like praying in general, not even for repentance. I'm just projecting Thorfinn, but that opening shot of him like praying is what got me thinking like maybe he'll have some sort of connection to Thorfinn, but I don't know how that would arrange, Maybe Arnheid will say something. But what would Arnheid say? Like she wakes up and says, "Let's go back to Ketel." But why? Like she wouldn't even say that. And even if she did, like why would we listen to you? I don't like. Well, we would listen to you because you're Arnheid. Of course we'll listen. Like it's just yeah. Or like maybe there's like other more people that were brought in. That like a couple of Yams Vikings that are out securing flanks or something. But I don't think so. Yeah, I'm really intrigued what they're gonna do with our split party, one might say, right? With Thorfinn and the rest, and then all of Ketel's farm. Cause yeah, honestly, what if they just left and this farm got destroyed? I'm gonna pull up episode 20, but like, it could be the case of that he just doesn't meet up with these groups, right? And that would be kind of fascinating in its own way. But yeah, honestly, I say we jump into episode 20. See what kind of stuff they're gonna be playing with, especially with Thorfinn and co. See how this plot unwinds itself, because it's wound itself into a very interesting position, all things considered. So yeah, episode 20, let's get this going in a 3, a 2, a 1. Bang! Map-a-mobile. Okay. Oof. Let me adjust my notes a little bit. Okay, now we're good. Okay, wait, just shut up, me. Whose voice is this? Oh! Is this Fox? I think Fox. Jarl's brat? Way too much. Yeah, Snake's group is gonna Snake's group is the group I care about the most, not just random farmer 732, Though it is still horrible to see. Like I feel bad for the farmers, of course. It is just a slaughter though. It's so bad. Blinded. Oh shit! Get out of there, man. Get out of there. That's your homie. Wow, we called him by his real name, not their title. You can't jump in. You're too scared. Shit. Yeah, Badger. Dang, Badger, this animation is crazy. Who? Oh, Snake! Shit! That's his sword. That's Snake right there. He's cracked. Okay, we got Badger out of there. Badger, dude! Badger, you're going into shock. You're losing it. The adrenaline. We just gotta get out of here. Yeah, Keto. What is Keto saying? What, you think y'all will win? Yeah. Keto's still that stubborn right now. Yeah, you're literally like an armchair general. Like, come on, like, you weren't up there fighting. Don't throw him back. Yeah. Damn. Might makes right. That is the crazy thing, right? You can have all the moral high ground you want, but it won't matter if someone just kills you, you know? Oh no! I think he's dead. Is he? Thank you, please do. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, they loyal to Floki, I think, more than you. But it's crazy that they still aren't listening. That's good timing. That's good timing. You're just saying screw stealth, go for it? Let's see. There. Dude, no, please. Okay, that's ridiculous. Ah. Dude, they already did two, like, they might be deads. They did it with Ketil and with Canute that fast. The thing is, Canute's next to his royal guards, right? That's not, I don't think those are Jomsvikings. I think that's his personal guard. So they would have the motivation to get in front of the sword, potentially, right? Like, I could see the guy next to him throwing himself in front of the swing to try to take it. Because, like, otherwise, I don't think you're going to be able to stop him. Like I don't know. Canute has been training. We have seen him working with Wolf or Ulf. I feel like I've seen it as both Wolf and Ulf. But either way, I'll just say Wolf. It's kind of pronounced with an Ulf, but whatever. Either way, you know, it's just wild. Keto getting destroyed like that, I was not ready for. I mean, that's stubbornness, right? Pride cometh before the fall. Or maybe Thorfinn will see all the bloody bodies, the aftermath of this farm skirmish. The aftermath of what the Yams Vikings do. Maybe that'll be some sort of motivator. We'll see. Okay. Wow, he blocked it. That was all Canute. That was all Canute. Oh, shit. Yeah, your sword is over. Your sword is done. He is armorless. He is armorless. Wow. Wow. Ooh! Good cloak move. Good cloak move. You gotta shut up and just do it if you want to do it, bro. You're about to be stopped by I don't know by who. Surely. Ah! Okay, Wolf came back. Wolf came back. He must have thrown it. Ah, the eye gouge. Dude, Wolf's determined. He got that loyalty. You gotta. Canute? Wow, Canute. I respect Canute for being a fighter, though, like that. Is that a lethal shot on Thor? Well, not. If he has time to patch it up, he'll be fine, but he does not. He's just out of there. Yeah, okay, he's gone. They don't got their bows or anything, huh? That was crazy. That was a crazy interaction, dude. Crazy damage on Wolf like that. He literally punctured him and then grabbed him by the skull to pull him off of him. Just he like threw him off with his own skull. That's yeah. Snake, are you good? You're holding your stomach. Wait, what's going on? What? Oh, the news? Yeah. Whoa, careful. Don't put your guard too down. Are they still... Okay. Whoa. He's alive. Canute getting injured bought him time. Or Canute getting attacked, not even really injured too much. I love Snake. I love Snake. This guy's such a... Is that Badger's hand? The chimes of death. The bells. Wow. It's scary because Canute doesn't have like full control over the Yams Vikings. That's what makes it scary. Like if they listen to Canute fully, I mean, he said don't. He said capture Quito. You know. Like if Canute had full control, I would be a lot more comfortable. Does it? Yeah. Okay. Where? Yeah. Alright, I need you to stay. Wow, yeah. Then they came in. No way. No way. From the beating. Damn, damn. Whoa, whoa, Thorfinn, what's... Okay, CPR, good move. Thor's... Yeah, wait, way back with the slave! In, like, episode 1, dude. I think Thor's did that with the slave that they bought to, like, free. You know... I'm starting to think that Vinland is just actually just death. We keep, people keep going there, but no, it's Snake and Keto. Hey. He's the one that did it. Yeah, Einar's gonna be furious. Thorfinn, clutch. Yeah, please. I mean, I love the energy, Einar. I love the energy, but I know it's just, yeah. Wow! Damn! Knock some sense into the man. Yeah. The man has like two. The man has literally had like a minute to go through the 5 stages of grief, just like that, man. Oh! A grave for her, yeah. Snake. Okay, walks away. I do like that Snake just is so fine with them leaving, you know? Love Snake. What a beautiful view. Oh. He's thinking of Canute. What's Canute said? Ooh. He's resolved. Yo! He's resolved. He's choosing to go there. It's his fight. Yeah, people are dying. He's got to stop it. We can't just run away from it. Oh. At the time, I thought it was lame. Oh, 100 men aren't enough not to stop Thorfinn, bro. In case we need an escape hatch, yeah. Thorfinn just goes, yeah, Thorfinn makes it his decision. Dang, he's just gonna walk up. He's just gonna walk up and say, I need to talk to Canute. That conversation's about to be nuts. I can't believe they killed Arnheid. I can't believe that. And she really did just come back to say goodbye, you know? It's like the spot where I'm at, the Vinland has always been like it's almost like the Vinland has been used as like a funeral rite kinda. Or like a so it's just something they've used to like say to a dying person a lot of the times. And so I almost wonder like this, like place without war and slavery, if that truly just is heaven. Like that's where you're when you die, you know. And Canute's out here trying to make heaven a place on earth by like conquering it so that he can enforce it or whatever. All king ambition like. But it's just like yeah. For her to say like, wow, wow, Olmar looking over the fields of all that died. No, Olmar just went back. I mean, yeah. It was just Snake walking up with Keytail. But even then, Thorfinn wanted to. I mean, that's kind of the crazy thing, like to atone for what you've done, right? Because he feels all the weight of the people he's killed on his back. To correct that, I mean, you gotta help people, right? You gotta save people, and like being like stopping this conflict would be doing that. Like if you walk away from this conflict, then you're like, I mean, to a degree, just allowing all the people to die, and it's not like it's your fault or anything, but like I totally get why he would go back in, um, for him to just say I'm gonna go see Canute. I mean, he says it how it is, right? Uh, because it is Arnheid dying, like where this like the Vinland is meant for people like her, right? She was even saying like her last words were, or she straight up asked, "Is there a place without war? Is there a place without slavery?" And then Iceland or what Leif Erikson brought up is not that, right? Um, and so there's like nothing for her to live for, there wasn't like a place that would even compare to being with her family again, being with her children again in Gardar again. So, I mean, it's like that. I mean, it's almost like as I like Vinland's like the idea of the Vinland is so idealistic, especially for this setting, right? Where all these people have known is slavery and war and bloodshed and violence. I mean, that's like so much defined Arnheid's life and Einar's life, right? So it's nice to dream about, but like even it's like even if you can go to another place and make it up, make it into this dream, this like place without slavery and such. Like it doesn't matter if you don't bring anybody with you, right? if Arnheid dies here, as she does, then you know, what did that really accomplish, right? And so all these men that are going to die because the situation is such a mess, right? If that doesn't, like, yeah, like, yeah, you can run off to the Vinland and you know, have your little like cove, but yeah, doesn't matter if there's no one there with you, kind of deal. So that's just wild. I mean, that just kills me, right? Thorgil sneaking up on Canute was nuts. Just decapitating both the guards like that. Canute gotta get way better guards. I mean, this guy was not ready, and I totally, you know, there's very few people like Thorgil who are this much of a menace, and especially it's almost like so much of I feel like so many of the people that are this busted, you wouldn't trust to have as your guard, but then Wolf comes in and is able to do that. Wolf comes in. Let me just rewatch that scene of prying his eyes out. So he throws his sword, expertly nails Thorgil right in the wrist. Ugh. Dude, you can see the blade through the wound where the blood's flowing out. You can see it underneath the skin a little bit. That's just wild. And then he tackles him because he threw his weapon. And just this right here, where he doesn't just gouge him. I was thinking two things. I was thinking he's going to push it in deeper to like do brain damage to him, or it's just, I don't know. I don't know what the second part was that I was thinking. But then look at this. He just grabs him. It's like, because it's like a little socket, right? So you just reach back, you grab him and yank. Okay, dude. And they're playing, what are they playing? They're playing the scary horns again. Oh my god, stop. Yeah. It's just like Canute. Like, what are these all? These are just the cost of doing business. To have all these people are dying, right? The Jomsvikings don't listen to your commands. So like, if they retreat, you said don't pursue, and they pursue and they run them down as they're trying to retreat, right? Like what? Like Canute. How do we feel about that? This is just, you tried your best. You know, like. It's a means to an end thing again, and it's to, like, what I do like about what Canute's doing here. The thing is, I'm not even, like, I like Canute, you know, and I can respect what he's trying to do. It's just, it comes to the point that I can kind of respect what he's trying to do. Like him saying, don't run down the people escaping. Make sure to capture Keytail. Blah, 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 blah. You know, like, he's ruthless, but he's pragmatic. And I can appreciate the pragmatism. It's just, you're working with people that aren't that. You're not working with people that have your goal in mind. They're, as Fox said at the beginning, they're enjoying killing. You know? This is a slaughter. And they're like bloodlust of the, you know, their pride and their warrior pride and warrior bloodlust has got them chasing people down. Loved how he said Badger's real name of Goodmund. That hit me. Snake coming in. Wait, I only see that snake. Dude, this animation here was randomly so good too. It was like motion tracked. I think it looks like they did motion tracking of real people doing some like combat and cinematography. Right? It's like so much more fluid than a normal, like, that I feel like I usually see. It has like an entire another angle. Yeah, and then it kind of goes back to like the more anime stylization. So I really liked that. Dang, I kind of want to see them pull that out more often. Look at that. Holy. Yeah, even back here. He had that same look at him. So that was sick. The whole, this is an entire thing. This whole might makes right. That's one of the craziest ideas about like morality in general to me, because you can like go you can go 7 million layers deep into morality, ethics, blah 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 blah. This is what's right, what's truth, what's beauty, blah 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 blah. But what does all of that matter if someone walks up to you and they're stronger than you and they start to hurt you? Like, what's all your ethics doing now, man? Your morality, it's not going to protect you, you know? It's it's like being weak and immoral. You can just get stomped on by someone that's immoral and strong, you know? So, like, to what degree? It's exactly like this. Like, like, might makes right. Like, if you're the weak person getting stepped on, then who cares? Who cares about what's exactly like? No matter how unfair it may be, you shouldn't defy the king because of your own preservation. Like, you don't really have a choice. You know, you can be moral and die for your morality if you're weak and can't defend yourself because the stronger guy just walks up. You know, like it's just you kind of have to acquiesce if you value your own life, unless you want to be a martyr for something or whatnot, right? Might makes right. It's like for me, it's not even might makes right. It's like might or it's like right doesn't matter if might's there. You know, if you're not mighty, then as right, it doesn't matter how righteous you are because you will just lose. So it's almost like to a degree, I almost feel like righteousness is only useful in as much as you can use it. Or no, let me refine. Like righteousness is only useful in so much that your might allows you to use it. Like you need to be mighty or else it won't do anything. And that's why like I mean Thorfinn, you know, Thorfinn's strong enough that he can I trust that he can at least make it to Canute, right? And talk to Canute. And then he seems confident that he'll even be able to get away because it's just 100 people. That's what we like to hear, Thorfinn. But if he wasn't strong enough to do any of that, then it's like you would just walk up and get run through with a spear. Unless what you go say to Canute, like, let me convince you, you know. And I do feel that Canute is one that, I mean, he actually cares about thinking about this stuff, right? Instead of just doing it for fun, right? He's not just conquering for fun. I mean, there's ambition and guilt, right? Man, I almost could you even say that like seeing the king's head rolling around is like his own guilt like manifesting, that kind of thing. Like they're like you can talk to him. Pain. Oh, the episode was Pain, titled Pain. Yeah, that's about right. And poor Einar, man. Hearing the Einar's breath is what was killing me the most with the Arnheid scene. Him saying he loves her and all that. But like right here where he's weeping. There's just so much of his breath is so audible, is so powerful to me. Also, I'm so fine with them punching each other. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, like this. Also true, dude. This show, it just keeps spitting like singular bars. And the thing with the like all the bars it spits is I kind of just immediately agree with them completely at a lot of the time. Anger begets anger. I'm so down. I love that idea because I think that's so true, you know? Violence begets violence, bloodshed begets bloodshed, right? Like the issue is anger to the end of 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 anger, infinite anger spiral, right? And even if you try to make it into something righteous, a lot of the times it's just going to cause more issues, you know? Righteous anger is a very dangerous type of anger to have. Because in this case, you know, it feels justified because he did kill Arnheid. Because, yeah. So, I mean, and you might even say it is justified, and I wouldn't want to, like, argue with you about that because I totally feel that. You know. But, like, Thorfinn just comes in and spits bars. It's just, if it wasn't, the thing about Thorfinn, the thing that makes Thorfinn so wonderful is that he's been there, right? If you just heard this from, like, I don't know, the other Thorfinn, who's just been it's just been hanging out with Leif Erikson for the last couple years, like, I wouldn't want to hear it. But Thorfinn and Einar have that kind of connection, and Thorfinn's been through those experiences and had to claw his way out of it, that he can say these things and they land, you know? Like, it truly just is for Einar's sake. Don't fall under that same curse that afflicted me. Oh my goodness. It's just their bond is just like the strongest brotherhood bond. I love their bond so much. And we bury her. It's crazy. It's just like, as I was kind of saying earlier, it's just like for Thorfinn. I mean, she was like the person that he wanted that place without war for, you know. So to lose her is just, I mean, it hits on different layers, you know. And I appreciate Snake like paying respects too. I just need to know everything about Snake. I love Snake. I love a principled man. Let me just get this. Let me just get this the religious dialogue again. Dang! Wait, yo, it's look at the. Okay, wait. People losing each other, God just watches. Is Thorfinn feeling that same anger? Does he feel like he finally like understands where Canute's coming from, and he's like, oh, I can hit some common ground with him now? He must be looking down on everything from up high in heaven. And and Thorfinn looks angry. Like how like it's I wonder if going through Thorfinn's head it's like God, how could you sit and watch this happen? And then you realize it's like, if I ran away and went with Leif Erikson, then I would just be letting this happen, you know? Like it's like if you're gonna cast that judgment towards God of the world being horrible and how could you, then you know, why not cast it to yourself? And that's what he does, and I think that's what resolves him, huh? I kind of like that. Dang, bro. What if I just watched another one and made it a double feature? Let's just make it a double feature. I don't even care. I'm just gonna watch another one. I don't even want to end the recording. I don't even want to end the recording. I just want to see what Thorfinn says to Canute. Am I wrong for that? What, am I wrong for that? You know what? We don't need to plan things. Let's just do it. Episode 21. I'm just gonna jump into it. I don't even care. Episode 21. Let's get it going. In. 3, 2, 1. Fine. Listen, we do what we gotta do, okay? Let me grab a new can of Dr. Pepper. Alright, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, double feature. It's important. I just gotta see what... Like, dude, the thing with this show, I don't even feel like I need to talk to it because it's talking to me. And I just want to hear what it has to say. Right? Like, it says things, you know? And it has people like Thorfinn that are, like, here to, like, self-analyze and introspect and then, like... Holy shit, through the jaw, bro. Real. But like Thorfinn will come in and like and verbalize these things, right? Thorfinn Floki? That'd be crazy. Houses? Did you say houses or horses? I think he said houses. You're right. Yeah, don't pillage. It's my farm now. Don't pillage it. Y'all on commission. That's right. That's right. I'm so sick of Floki. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gotta, yeah. Gotta make it into paradise. Wow, dude, what the fuck? Oh, it's a road. It's not a throne. I thought it was a throne. No, it's a road. A road built on corpses into the heavens. What an insane visual. With his father's head echoing laughter down at him. Whoa. Ray of light. What do you see? What do you see, bro? Inar, what are you seeing out there? I would assume you're just gonna, like... I mean... Oh, that could... This... he might... No, he doesn't know where Thorfinn is, huh? Because he was just at the grave. And then Thorfinn was walking away with Leif Erikson when he said he was gonna go to the camp. So maybe, that could be an entire thing. That he's like, well, where's Thorfinn? And then it's like, oh, Thorfinn went to the camp, and then he follows or something. Because you don't abandon your homie. Like, I could see that being an entire thing. Man, it's also, there's also, that was the shot of the corpses lined up to heaven. It was in the OP. But, like, the paradox of Canute having to kill people to make a paradise, right? The paradox of a king and the iron fist that he feels is needed for that, for like a place to be safe, right, and secured, or not even safe and secured, but just be like closer to the paradise he's looking for. That's a crazy. I mean, it is paradoxical, right? Dude, Thorfinn and Canute. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. This show leaves me speechless more often than not. I'm not gonna even lie. Olmar, yeah. What are we gonna do with you, bro? Courage. Ooh, Omar episode. Omar episode. Did I get tricked? I was wanting to see Thorfinn and Canute, and I get Omar instead. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm actually so interested in what they're gonna do with Omar. This is horrible. Oh wow, that's bad. All the women, all the women. The wives and daughters. Is that the girl he was with that near the beginning of the season? Who is? Wow, the guy he killed. Omar just ain't built for this. It's a pretty horrible thing to be built for, though, you know. So I get it. And that's like the saddest, like the, it's just, he's not injured, you know. He wasn't even in the fight. I wonder if that's even weighing on him somewhat. That he ran away from, or he refused to go with Thorgil, or he turned back. Let's say turned back while all these people died, and then he just shows up. Oh, yeah, Thorgil's good. He's patched up. Svirkel? He's on his little wooden throne. I just don't I just don't want to hear it from you. He was in the front lines, like good. Love Snake. What's your new plan? We probably killed, what, 10 of them total? If that? That's right. That's Svirkel. Wait, whose decision is it? Whoa! Olmar? Dude! Olmar, no. Olmar has to decide? Thorgil's in the room. He looks to Thorgil first. Yeah, of course he would. Yeah? Is it gonna be the courage to say no? What is it gonna be? Thorgil hate. Yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, what pride does he have left? Mm. Yeah, Thorgil's gonna hate that. Wow. He's trying to pep talk him so hard. Your honor is more important than your life. Ooh, the music! Mmm. Exactly! Wow, I love that Olmar. I love that Olmar. Because it's him putting up the mask, is him being afraid. Like him trying to be like his brother is him being non-courageous, right? Him actually admitting this is him being courageous, like true to himself, right? In the face of all the repercussions. That's crazy. I love that. It's actually standing and looking at him. Spherical takes those. Spherical takes those. Wow. Snake is the realest one. I love him. He had less to say than I thought he might have. Maybe he saw a little bit of that courage from Olmar too, and was like, you know what? I'm out of here. Ain't got nothing to say. Instead of like tearing into him, right? Dang. Yeah. Olmar. The Olmar character development. Whoa, where are you going, Anar? Finding Thorfinn? Finding Thorfinn? Yeah, yeah. Because that's his boy. Wow. Anar's going in for Thorfinn. Wow, I don't even see Thorfinn. That's just the midpoint, dude. What are we getting about? Olmar? Is it Olmar? Who is it? Is it Thorfinn? Who is it gonna be? It's Thorfinn. Shorty, it's Thorfinn. He thinks he's a comedian. He really does. Mmm. Come on, at least sate your curiosity. At least go tell him, right? Because what if it's true? Yeah. They're not gonna believe you, bro. They're like, what, this 5'2"? That's what he's thinking. Didn't drop. Come on, Draught. Oh, good luck. Thorfinn, you gotta parry that one. Don't let him know. Knut's literally on the other side of the mosh. And his name? I guess Wolf didn't get it. Yes, he did get it! Dang. Yeah. Knut, get in there. What are you gonna say? The scar, the scar, the scar, the scar. Dang it. Come on, Knut. What, are you scared? You don't want to show your face to him? Oh, Floki's getting flashbacks. What do you mean, yeah, right? He really thinks, oh, there's no way. That guy's dead. No way. Thank you, Thorfinn. Man, I wonder why exactly Knut doesn't want to show his face. The change is crazy, how he was, you know? Knut was versus how he is now. What are we taking bets? Dude, okay. I think he just took that on purpose. We'll see. Einar! Einar, bro. You just walked into an entire mosh pit of Yom's Vikings just to get his homie back. They're gonna be like, no, we gotta finish our wager. I know, wager's over. I guess it was just to land a hit. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. Y'all think it's just gonna be the one? We'll see. Did he just say, it sounded like he just said gambling, gambling. Thorfinn, what are you gonna do about this bet, huh? Dang! And then I get to see the king? Yep, yep, yep. He's good at taking a beating. How many punches? How many? Don't try to flex on him, Thorfinn. Don't try to flex on him. '90s. 100. You're oh no. I mean, I trust Thorfinn to make that call. Mm. Gratitude. The power of gratitude. Right there. Returning the kindness to the farm. Just like what Snake was saying. Paying your dues. Paying your dues. But you roll it. Roll with it. He's taking his from Thorkel. Okay. Remember when he got, like, kicked and he got booted out of, like, the entire camp? Oh, that's where you got your scar from? Alright, draw it. That one guy that bet on over 90, that's my boy. I don't know who that is in this crowd, but that's my boy. Dang. We didn't even get to see Canute. Canute said, I don't want any visitors. Canute, bro. It's Thorfinn, son of Thor's, and you said no? Come on, man. Ugh. I love Einar. Einar coming in like that. Like, we all need an Einar in our lives. And for it to come down to, like... I think because it comes down to gratitude, you know? That gave me all this kindness. Let me repay the favor. Instead of just, like... Instead of being kind just in a bubble by myself, let me do kindness unto those that did it unto me, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Thorfinn. Once again, popping off. Thorfinn could just, like... I was about to say Thorfinn could just, like, watch paint dry, and I'd enjoy watching him paint dry. Thorfinn, it could just farm, bro. Just give me more Thorfinn farming, I'm down. Like, I will watch him. Man, I wonder what, like, Canute, you're gonna turn your face? You don't want to hear it? Are you scared you're gonna get your mind convinced? Are you scared you're gonna get convinced? I mean, he hasn't seen Thorfinn in so long, you know, so it's like... I don't even know what he would necessarily expect out of Thorfinn at this point, right? Yeah, you really getting a laughy laugh, huh? Whoever that was. Right there. Y'all really getting your laughs in. Yeah. So... Olmar. Rest in peace, Arnheid. Rest in peace, Arnheid. Olmar. Courage to say no. Exactly. You love to see it. He's, you know, his entire life trying to live up to his brother's image, never to his own. I mean, for him to go against what he truly cares about because he's desperate for something else, I mean, that doesn't sound like courage, right? That sounds like being too afraid to be who you are kind of thing. So for him to finally break through that and be the opposite of a Norseman, you know? And say, let's surrender and all these things. And for that to be courage, Sverkel knows it too. Kito's just sitting here and listening. He's probably conscious low-key, right? Not sure. He's probably just keeping quiet. I don't know. Just Sverkel's talking to him, right? I'm assuming some of that's getting through. That is a pretty funny frame. But I know you've seen it too, and it's his eyes are bandaged up. I don't think he's seeing much, bro. But yeah, where now he's You lost your farm in exchange for your son becoming a man. I mean, I would agree. Yeah, 100%, 100%. To stand for yourself, right? Stand for what you believe in, instead of just being whatever you think somebody else wants you to be, and acquiescing, right? And compromising on your morals, on what you care about, on what you have heart for, and what you don't have heart for. Yeah, man, this opening shot too. Just give me that again. Because it's like, what's the difference between the Last King and Canute, right? I feel like that's the fear, right? That he's becoming his father, and that this mountain of bodies, even for like he claims it's for a purpose, but at the end of the day, what like look at this. It's not even like we're leading to that. It's like the mountain of bodies in the shot here leads up to the father's head, right? Which is like leads up to everything he hated about the Last King, leads up to his own demise. Or if it's not even the head, because, you know, it's not like literally going to the head with the staircase going behind. But so then it's what? We're going into the crimson bathed heavens? Like heavens made of blood? Like a paradise built on bodies? It's kind of paradoxical almost, you know? I just like using the word paradox because that's, you know, the name of the OP. But yeah. And then for Einar, man, he doesn't even get the time to mourn, right? He takes the moment here and thinks to thank you, Einar and Thorfinn, you know, right here. And then he's like, where's Thorfinn? Because it's always been the 2v, bro. It's been the power duo. I freaking love Einar. I love Einar, I love Snake, I love Thorfinn. Those three, power trio. Olmar, I'm here for you, Olmar. Thorgil, you know, the whole like blood killing honor thing, you know, I don't resonate with that personally, but I think you're cool. You're definitely my boy, but not like Thorfinn, not like Einar, not like Snake, right? Though, man, Thorfinn's like saying like I apologize if I offended you. Dog, these, you know, they won't listen to politeness. They won't listen to niceties. But I guess, you know, give the respect to the lowest that you'd give to the highest, you know. I think that's probably part of it, right? And so much that, like, no one deserves to be hurt, he's going to be nice to everyone. Even if they're insulting him. Yeah, right here. He gets insulted to his face and he says, if I offended you, then I apologize. I mean, yeah, he just lays it all out. That's my boy right there. For Canute, so Canute's expression when he figures out that, when he learns that it's Thorfinn. Gratitude punching through like that. Where is that? Right here. That first shot where he gets through, right there, where his eyes open wide. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Man, I wonder, the thing is, it's just been so long that I wonder exactly, what is it that he fears about seeing Thorfinn again? You know? That's the question. Or is it even fear? I mean, to be fair, it could be really, because I'm trying to think of like some sort of like crazy ideological, you know, like he doesn't want to face himself and the self he's becoming, and so by meeting with Thorfinn, he fears that he's going to face that because Thorfinn is a relic from like the past when he was someone else. So like that would like force him to bridge some gaps and make some crazy connections, you know. It could be all that nonsense we could try to go into, or it could be as simple as last time I saw Thorfinn, he gave me this nasty scar when he was trying to take off my head because of Oscalad. So it really could be as simple as, yeah, last time he tried to kill me, you know, because he really doesn't get much context here. So it, you know, it could be as simple as that. It could be as simple as that. But I'd like to think that he, on a level, fears the ramifications of like ideologically or the ramifications of like facing someone from his past very clearly like this. And Floki's like, huh, Thorfinn, son of Thor's. That's an interesting one. It's been a while since I've heard that name. Nah. Couldn't be. Couldn't be. Oh, we'll see, Floki. Give him 5 minutes to eat 100 punches real quick, and we'll see. Okay. I also like that Thorfinn. I mean, the thing is, Thorfinn could completely roll and smoke this guy, but even then, like, what point does that prove, right? But for Thorfinn's way of getting through this to be just taking a beating, right? He's willing to absorb pain. He doesn't want to deal it, unless he really needs to, you know. So now it's just gonna be punching bag Thorfinn next episode, and then we get to have our Thorfinn canoe talk. No more war though. That first fight was just enough. Like, that's completely done. So, yeah, the first skirmish being concluded. Oh yeah, that was the last episode. I forgot I just watched 2. Yeah, like no one's. I'm honestly surprised that they waited to rout until someone started saying retreat. Right? I mean, if the guy in front of me just got his eyes cut out, and the guy next to him just got his jaw and entire neck cut out, and you know all these people are dying around me, and there's a guy, one-armed badger, swinging around like this. That guy in the back's getting, you know, has already been ran through. I'm just running. Like, no. I don't need Snake to say retreat. I don't need Fox to say retreat, or whoever said it. I think Snake did say it. Yeah, all forces retreat. I don't need permission. You know, just like the guy that Kito talks to, right? It is funny though, the whole, and this was in like last episode, right? Ketil, that guy that Ketil talks to right here, this guy, where he's like, you are to us as you are now to the king, right? That's the same relationship. Or us to you is the same as you to the king, right? That's, yeah. Like, we only listened to you because you had the wealth and the relative power, right? It's not like you really captured our hearts or anything. We were only here because you said you'd cleanse our debt, right? And we never spat against you, and now you dare spit against the person above you, and you brought us into this? That's crazy. Might makes right. Might makes right. Oh, but then what if someone that is right, is righteous, and is also mighty? Dang. Thors, bro. Thors and Thorfinn. And others too. But it's not, you don't have to be mighty, right? Like, I don't want to say, like, righteousness is completely useless in the face of might. It's just, like, if the two come to clash, you get murdered, right? That's just how it is. But, I mean, Olmar's, in many ways, he's not mighty in a traditional sense, not in the way, like, the guy described as, like, the one that's stronger, you know? He simply is put in a position of power and then makes the righteous decision. So it's more complicated than just a binary of, you know, right is right only if you have might to back it up. That's not even necessarily true. Which is why I prefer just, and I think I said this earlier, but I'll just repeat it real quick, of like completely separate axes, you know? We have the mightiness axis and the rightiness axis, right? And if you're mighty enough, you can kill someone that's righter than you because you are just mighty, right? That's kind of, yeah, more so the point. Could be queuing up for some Keto redemption too. I mean, Keto just watched all these men die, retreat, had one grab him in the face, or like, you know, I don't remember who was holding who in that last scene, but had that conversation of like, you, like, what the king is to you, you are to we. Had that entire thing, and then got, you know, injured strongly. I mean, it's kind of like the Olmar thing of like, what do you have left, you know? And now you've just heard your son surrender your farm. It's not like you have much left to fight for, at least in the stubborn way you have been, so maybe you need to figure out something new to fight for, kind of deal. Yeah. Okay, well, Thorfinn. That won't be necessary? Shut up. Canute. Be quiet. I think he's going to try to push Thorfinn's buttons, like, ideologically, to try to prove to himself his own means to an end thing, where, like, Thorfinn won't be willing to push it, right? He's not going to be willing to compromise. I feel like we'll see one of those kind of conflicts. 100. He says we take those. And Einar's gonna have to watch? Off. Well, I think that's all I got for this one, though. These two, I should say, of Vinland Saga, episode 20 and episode 21. On to the next episode 22, and then 23, 24. 3 left to go. Very, very exciting. Fire end of this season so far. Should be has been very exciting. Should be very exciting moving forward. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, 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 comment below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord and talk to me or other Vinland Saga fans there. But until then, until next episode 22, I'll be seeing you then. Peace.